Imagine a life where you don't have to worry about spending too much money and leaving yourself with nothing. So, being financially conservative means that you take the time to manage and save your money in a way where you can plan where you want to put it and how you want to spend it when the time comes, when you see something that's actually worth spending for. And all of us have goals and aspirations in life. We all want to go to that big concert, get that new computer, that new phone, all of this stuff. And I think having goals set on that is really cool. And I just want to teach you guys how to get to that point. And I'm assuming, that most of you guys have jobs, maybe not right now, but before this whole pandemic was going on, everyone had jobs. And I think it was really easy to get money and kind of have something coming in. Maybe not right now, but if you do, um, you're lucky. I have a job right now, so seeing money, flow in, it's really easy to like get your finances kind of prepared. And since the world is pretty much shut down and you don't have anywhere to go, it's pretty easy to save your money and not try to spend it. Go into the mall, seeing that one jacket that you saw. And basically, I think it's going to be extremely beneficial to you guys to save your money. I wanted to teach you guys the ways to be financially conservative by talking about a change in mentality, basically how to start a plan, create a budget for yourself, and setting goals for yourself. So basically, the most important thing when it comes to being financially conservative is to have a change in attitude about money, not seeing it as, just this thing that you can use, but maybe like a tool on how to get to this point and that point. I think it's really important to see it as that and not just see it as like once you get money to spend it. Saving something is really important for yourselves. And Brittany Castro, one of the people that I looked up, she's a certified financial advisor, and basically she recommended that everyone is aware that you put thoughts into what you buy, basically saying that you don't just see a jacket that you see and spontaneously buy it. That hoodie can be like $60. So then if you spend that, then it's kind of hard to come back from, and you're just like, oh, okay, I got it. But it's just having that mindset is not good. Having the second thought that, oh, is it worth it, actually helps. And also having a positive mindset to like kind of set aside those bad habits that you had. Say you were doing that spontaneous shopping, you can't look at it now and be like, oh, that was a bad decision. It already happened. So if you just have that and say, you know what, like it happened and now I need to move on, how to improve on that is really important. So I think having that mindset to just say, okay, it happened and now let's save is really important. So now that we talked about, having a change in mentality, the next thing is creating a plan for yourself. Having like a personal split for your own money, like saving 40%, spending 50. My personal split is like saving 30 and then spending 70, just because I have a lot to spend for, like money or food, like gas. I'm always going out. I have work to go to, this and that. So I'm always spending a lot more than I would like, but that's just life. But I try to save. Basically, I have my money set on, clothes and food, hanging out with friends. Like I said, and I also want to save for future events as well, for myself. And the next big thing to consider when it comes to spending is kind of thinking before you spend. Like I said, don't just like do it spontaneously, but having like that kind of thought, like, should I do it, should I not? It is important, even if you see it as, oh, it's not good to have that mentality. You're never gonna like get anything in life. It's actually important to have that, because you're not going to want to spend those pair of shoes that you think are all right, that are only going to be good for, that little time that you have them for. Saving it aside for a bigger event like a concert is way more important, I think, for you. And kind of going on, creating a budget, like I said, having, personal splits, saving some, spending some is really important. And also just being in charge of your money. Not thinking that like your parents are actually a big part of your money. They can help you save, but like also knowing that you're in charge of your money and you want to do what you want to do with it. And kind of just saving up for something if it's big, like a PlayStation. I saved up for my PlayStation when I had it many years ago. I set aside money because I really wanted it, and then I eventually got it. And then another person that I actually read into that I found online was Miriam Caldwell, and she's the author of the article "Should You Be Financially Conservative?" And basically, her article was about one of the big quotes that I found was, she said to take the time to carefully research the products that they want, which means what you want. Basically, if you see a hoodie for $60, if you take the time, look around, you can find something that's very similar for $30. Then you can save that $30 on another night you want to spend it, or put in the bank. I think having those little instances where you kind of do your research is actually really important. And then the last thing that I'm going to talk about is having goals. A lot of us want to save a certain amount of money. I think that's really good. If you save, say, $200 a month, $300 a month, $400, whatever fits you and what you want to do for your money, it's really important. I think having money set aside for a specific thing, like say your favorite basketball team is coming into town. You want to save that, a month ahead or 2 months ahead. I think it's really important to have a goal and not just like get money and be like, okay, what am I going to do with it? You don't want to just save all of your money because it's not fun. You want to spend some of it, but at the same time, spending it on something that's actually worth it is just as important as just saving the money. And Miriam Caldwell said another quote that I found really interesting was saying that, talking about a financial planner and how it can help you determine the specific amount that you need to save each year, basically for like long-term investment goals. So like I said, having that basketball game that you want to go to with your favorite players, if you save money way ahead of time, once that time comes, it's going to be very easy. You're not going to have to scavenge for money, this and that, ask this person that money for the money. Having it already set aside because you saved and prepared yourself is actually incredibly important, and it's going to feel a lot better than you did it yourself. So just to conclude, having a positive mindset when it comes to money, combined with an effective plan and a budget, is immensely important. And just having goals as well. Not just saving your money to save it, but to save it for something big, or something that you find useful in your life that you're going to use down the line, or just an experience that you're going to remember for a while. It's really important. And now that you have all of these tools, you can get to saving. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Save all your goals, write them down, put them on the wall, talk about them, make those dreams come true. And now that you're a money expert, the possibilities are endless. Thank you.